Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's episode. So, I'm an AIFS alumni ambassador, and last year I studied abroad in San Jose, Costa Rica. I'm here today with Justin, who's currently in Barcelona, Spain. If you want to introduce yourself and then maybe talk a little bit about your background.
Thank you for the warm welcome. My name is Justin Fitzpatrick, and I'm studying abroad at Barcelona with the AIFS program. I'm a finance major with a minor in accounting. I'm from Chicago, Illinois, and I study at Bradley University.
Is there a specific experience in Spain that really has spoken to you, maybe changed you as a student or as a person, or maybe just changed your life?
What comes to mind is really just being in classes with people from all over, meeting people sitting right next to you, people that grew up in Germany, Denmark, various other places throughout the world. And it just has opened my mind on different cultures, different experiences. Like it's definitely a unique opportunity. That has been one way I've been changed and learned from and grown. So just meeting people from all over, especially in my classes.
That's lovely. Yeah, I know it's kind of a cliche. Like people always talk about the relationships they formed while abroad, but for me, I can really say the same thing. My housemate, we still talk to this day, and that's a year since the program. So it was really truly incredible. Some of the friendships I made. Do you want to talk a little bit about like what it's been like for you as an American in Spain? Do you feel safe? What are some of the resources that the program, the AIFS office offers?
In terms of being safe, I would say Barcelona is pretty safe for the most part. Obviously there's some pickpocketing that goes on, but honestly, I would say here, like, I feel comfortable, walking around. Typically, I'm with my friends, but if I am by myself, I still feel pretty comfortable. The metro is great, great transportation, so you can really maneuver really good throughout Barcelona. In terms of what AIFS offers, they offer some great, contacts in case you're ever in a situation. They have an emergency number. They have an office located in Barcelona. So honestly, yeah, I would say I feel safe.
Yeah, I like how you mentioned the transportation. So I know you're from Chicago, but I'm from South Carolina, and we do not have public transportation. So when I got to Costa Rica and I got introduced to the bus system there, which is incredible, it's like a $10 ticket to go anywhere in the country. That was really a game changer for me in terms of, affordable travel. Have you had the opportunity to travel around Spain? I know you're based in Barcelona, but what's that been like for you?
Yeah, traveling has been really easy and it's been really fun. Throughout Spain, I've gone to Girona with a day trip that the program offered, and it was really good. I've been to other places like Sieges with some friends, which is like a nice beach town. Beautiful beaches, great environment. The food was pretty good as well. I've also been to a few other places like 𝗟𝗧𝗦. It was very nice too. Great, great things to look at. I've also gone on a few other day trips throughout Spain with the program. They offer many, many day trips. Montserrat was really cool. But yeah, I would say it's been really easy to travel. I've also been on a few other trips outside of AIFS. I've been to Nice, France. Honestly, I really like how easy it is to, maneuver from Barcelona. So it's been great.
No, that is great. Prior to this AIFS experience, had you traveled a lot beforehand, or has this been kind of your first experience?
Yeah, so this has been my first experience in Europe. I have traveled throughout the States quite a bit, a lot of it for sports and some of it for, leisure travel with family or friends. But I would say, yeah, I haven't traveled like this. Just being in, Europe, being able to travel to a completely different place in a few hours. So I would say that's been very, very cool.
I think that's a great note you touched on because Costa Rica for me was my first experience outside the country, although I had traveled a bit for sports as well in the US. So something, I'd like to our listeners to understand is that even if you don't have a background traveling internationally, it's not something to hold you back in going abroad because I think it's the best way to do it with these resources and then with a time in your life where you can be adaptable and flexible. What sports do you play, and then have you gotten the chance to play while abroad?
Yeah, so most of my life I have played basketball. So while abroad, there's a lot of different ways you can get involved in your sports. For me personally, I haven't played as much basketball, but AIFS offers a soccer league. So I played soccer for the first time over here, and it's been really fun. Yeah, honestly, over here you can play any sports. There's people that play tennis with their friends. There's people that, play lacrosse. Like there's lacrosse. There's a few people in AIFS, my program, that are doing lacrosse and like they have like games. They were talking about how they're gonna play Madrid. It's like they actually like yeah, you can get involved in anything you want to out here. I would say that's one of the best parts as well. But yeah, I've enjoyed playing soccer and I've just enjoyed being able to stay active.
Yeah, so my dad's actually he played basketball in high school. I played it when I was younger, but he was a point guard.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah, I don't know what position you were, but for me, yeah, I got the chance to play soccer too while abroad in Costa Rica. That's been my sport my whole life. I play forward, but for me, it was really interesting, culture through sports and how I was able to form like real relationships with people through commonalities like soccer or like basketball. And I also found a lot of Europeans or just people from other countries generally, they do like certain aspects of American culture and American sports. So you can really, find conversation points through that. I don't know if you'd same or have examples of, how your background playing sports growing up or even just being American helped you form connections.
Talking to people about playing basketball. There's a lot of people out here that still follow the NBA a bit and they talk about basketball, and it's easy to really just talk about sports. Like I know football is big here, but still like a lot of people out here are avid about sports. So yeah, it's an easy conversation point, very easy to meet people. I actually ended up playing one of my first nights here, ended up playing soccer and meeting a whole bunch of people. So I would say it's a really great connection point to just meeting people. So being active is great.
Definitely, definitely. Maybe if you want to talk a little bit about why you chose Spain, because, a lot of students travel in Europe, maybe not Spain specifically. So I'm kind of interested how you made that decision.
Yeah, so for me, my decision was mostly based on taking a few years of Spanish in high school. So I just wanted to go somewhere that spoke Spanish and get back to possibly learning. I just have a few friends that also went abroad last year, and they were telling me just about how fun Spain was. And I was torn between Madrid and Barcelona, but what really made my decision clear was learn about the beaches that are nearby in Barcelona. And just like my friends, also, they went to Barcelona. So they were telling me about their experiences and giving me recommendations. And it was sort of just like, let's do Barcelona. So it's been great. I've been able to improve my Spanish and also just grow outside out of classroom as well. So it's been really good.
Yeah, language is a really incredible skill that I think it's harder to learn maybe as Americans since we're so landlocked and, the country's so big, we don't have that same interaction all the time with other languages and cultures. But I like what you said, how you were torn between Barcelona and Madrid. I was torn between Costa Rica and Argentina. I know that's a countries as opposed to the cities, but I never thought, growing up, that's a decision I would have to make, like I never saw myself, one day being able, to travel. So yeah, for me, it was amazing, amazing experience. And then I learned so much about myself. And then I'm so glad I did it. Is there anything you would say to maybe Justin before he studied abroad, or any students that are thinking about it but are not quite sure that they want to take that leap of faith?
Go for it. College is a time for you to grow and get outside your comfort zone and just experience new things. And I would say it's a unique opportunity to be able to study somewhere else in another country. And I would say really just, you know, do some research and go for it. It's great. So
Exactly, exactly. Yeah, I'll definitely underscore that. Is there, not to think about your return back to the US already, but what's one thing you're gonna miss most about Spain? And then have you thought about ways that you can maintain, you mentioned you have prior experience studying Spanish, maybe maintain those connections with the language and then with the country you spent a few months in?
Honestly, the people. Like, I know I keep saying that, but it's just like the diversity of people, being around people from all different cultures and experiencing like new stuff every day and just talking to people. Like, I think I'm a social person, so I just enjoy like hearing about other people's life experiences and just like, really hearing stuff that I'm not accustomed to hearing. So I would say going back to the States, in my school, there's a lot of people from Illinois, which is good. But I would say like it's really cool to just have this diversity of thought and just like life experience and to be able to grow from that and they grow from you and just to have those conversations each day. Yeah, I would say that's the main thing. And also just there's a lot to do out here. There's a lot to do out here. I mean, there's a lot to do in my college as well, but I would say really just missing some of those like experiences. There's a lot of festivals. There is a few holidays, 𝗦𝗢𝗖𝗜𝗓, the Independence Day of Catalan, and yeah, I would say a lot of that. But in order to kind of maintain that, I would say I can definitely reach out to some of the friends that I've met out here and really just maintain those relationships to still continue to, talk to a diverse group of people.
Thank you, Justin. It's been amazing hearing about your experience in Spain.
Thank you so much.